I have to hear about Satchel Paige in Anaconda.
Well, you know, those are really special baseball. Uh, I'll give you a quick history of my baseball,
Absolutely.
and then I'll get right on Satchel Paige. I started actually playing American Legion baseball. Then I played with the men's Gallatin Valley team, and that's when we played all these traveling teams that we're talking about from Kansas.
Yes.
You know. So they brought Satchel into Bozeman, Montana, and I was playing with the Gallatin Valley men's team. So I get up to bat, and there's Satchel, and that's when he gave me that big wide curve, you know. Well, I was still able to keep my eye on that, and I get this weak hit that I told you about. I get on first base, I thought, God, this is good, I'm going to steal second. And those guys just knew that I was going to try it, so when I got to second base, he kind of laughed at me, went this way, and I was out.
So that was in Bozeman, huh?
That was in Bozeman.
Oh. Well, I know you played in Butte quite a bit, right?
I love to play in Butte. Butte is the best baseball town in Montana, and they had some wonderful ball players. And most of them were homegrown guys, you know, that worked in all the mines and so on. But they had the minor league, and as I described to you, and they recruited also some of the railroad conductors and servicemen that were the black guys. And we played them a lot of times. They would come to Manhattan. And on the Manhattan High School and grade school grounds, they had a beautifully groomed grass field and big trees. And they would come over, and particularly the black guys had those big old Cadillacs with a bunch of kids. And they'd park under those trees and drink beer and swear and have a wonderful time. And then they'd bring those guys over from Butte. And they just loved to play in Manhattan because of the conditions. It was like playing on a park field, you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no grass in Butte.
No grass in Butte, nothing but cinders. And Anaconda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were drafted by the Reds, is that right? Or drafted,
that's
signed?
a quick story also. After my dad got that 9-pounder, you know, down at Baker Creek, one summer I was playing with the Gallatin Valley men's team.
Yes.
In Manhattan. And these two guys showed up. My dad said, will you take these two guys fishing? So I took them down to where Baker Creek goes into the Gallatin, and they had a wonderful time, and we got acquainted, and I didn't know what was going on. My dad didn't tell me they were watching me play baseball. So the next year they come back again, two guys. He said, would you take them fishing? So I took them another spot and took them fishing. So at the end of that time, they said, you know, we're baseball scouts. And we were representing the Cincinnati Reds. And we've been watching you play for 2 years. Now I'm 16. So they went back to Salt Lake. Salt Lake was connected with the Cincinnati Reds through the Salt Lake Bees. And I get a letter that says, we'll give you $150 a month in the job if you'll play with the Salt Lake Bees. And my mother I gave the letter to my kids. But I didn't get to go because I went into the Navy with the V-12. And when I got back 4 years later, I'd lost interest in the program. So I didn't play any professional baseball, but I did have a shot at it. But like you're describing to me, I was not a great hitter, but I loved ground balls, and that showed, you know.